Hey everybody, and welcome back to TKB Outdoors. Today we're going over my crankbaits for this 2022 season. So here I just have a couple. We got the new micro clutch, the new micro banger, and just a normal size banger. But I also have my box of big crankbaits and that kind of thing. You know, all my hard baits. Trying to adjust the camera here, sorry about that. And yeah, here we go. So the first one, I'll just go over it since I have it right here. Here is the micro clutch in the sexy shad color. Yeah, I love these. These are really good for ice fishing, but you can also catch like bluegill and that kind of thing on them too because of how small they are. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this out in the ice. I haven't got to do that yet, and maybe try it out open season, you know. And then banger, micro banger here. This is in the cash craw color, as it says right there on the bottom. Yeah, this is a very nice color. You know, it kind of almost gives off a little crayfish style look to it because of the gold, not because of the red, but just the gold kind of gives that sense to it. And then another one, we have this banger in the citrus shad color. We got blue on top, green on the side, white on the bottom. It's looking very, very nice for the season. Bangers are some of my favorite. I'll show you when I caught one of my biggest crankbait fish I've ever caught. Came off a banger, just in a different color. It was actually a mini banger, and in this color, the ghost gill color. This is my favorite color of all the Guggen crankbaits. It looks like that little bluegill that's just trying to get away, but it can't because you're reeling it so slowly. And those bass just love it. And this is the crankbait right here that I caught my biggest crankbait fish. Weighed 277. It was a smallmouth. That's what I mean when I say crankbait fish for smallmouth. Largemouth is like I don't know what it is. So those are the Guggen crankbaits I'm going to talk about as far as bills go. Now the next one I'm going to talk about is this one and this one. These are the clutches by Guggen Squad. This is the cash craw and this is the silver flash. Now silver flash, this works all year round. It just does. It's got that silver bottom and the blue on top and a little black on the top. So yeah, that's a really nice color. I've caught a lot of smallmouth surprisingly on this. This is probably the best color for smallmouth during the summer. If you're gonna go with a moving bait, is this little silver flash color. And then this one, this just catches fish all year round. This color, it's got the red belly, the red side, the black top, and little money on the side. Yeah, this is a really good color. I'm gonna use this one a lot. Early springtime when those bass are a little lethargic, but they'll bite a moving bait a little bit, you know. So yeah, those are my Guggen crankbaits. And now the next thing we're going to go into is a little jerk bait, some Guggen jerk baits. Here we have the LG bone color. And here is the Guggen Scout and the yellow perch. So these are the two jerk baits that I am going to use a lot this year. This one for largemouth, this one for smallmouth up north. So yeah, this one is very lifelike. It's crazy how much it looks like an actual perch when it's in the water. So as far as Guggen goes, that's probably it, except maybe a couple other crankbaits. But yeah, that's basically all I'm going to use for crankbaits. And now let's get into some other crankbaits that aren't Guggen, because of course I'm going to use some of them too. So the first one here, I'm going to try to get these apart as I talk. So the first one I have here is this one right here, is this Crawdad Crankbait. This one is by Rebel. It is, I don't know its color, I think it's something like Cajun Craw or something. It's got the brown back and the orange belly. Now, as you guys know, crawdads are my all-time favorite lure of all time, like live crawdads. Smallmouth love them. But early springtime, they're a little harder to find, and those bass are a little dumber. So this is like that perfect in-between thing. It's got that nice rattle to it. It's got the shell, a very nice shell bill. It's really, really nice for that. I think early season this thing could get hit by some 6-7 pound smallmouth. Like, that's how good this lure is gonna do for me this year. And then the last thing I'm gonna go over is this little lunker hunt. This is kind of a funny lure I found. I was tubing down the Muskegon River and I found this in a tree. So, you know, like a yellow perch color. It dives like 15 feet. Like, even though it's smaller, it dives really far down there. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is really good. I think that could do it well anywhere, largemouth, smallmouth, maybe pike. So yeah, here's some of the new stuff. Hope you guys are liking the new Guggen baits. We got those two right there, and you know, also these, as you guys saw in my last video. If you haven't seen that yet, go and check that out. So yeah, I will see you guys next time on TKB Outdoors. See ya.